And of course, to welcome to another amazing episode of Fame Idols Hangout. It's your boy. I know he's boy. Come on. I don't know why. I don't old pastor. They call myself boy, but I still can't become like I still do this mistake. It's your G.O.C.T.A. the rugged gentleman, and we're here live to follow you and enjoy this amazing, wonderful Wednesday evening. How is it going over there? I hope your day actually went as fantastic as it should. As always, on Fame Idols Hangout, I am not alone. I'm here with the amazing, the fantastic, the ever tintinapulating Joy. Joy, how you doing this
Hello.
beautiful evening?
Hello, how you doing? Joy don't come. Oh. This one be say joy is coming. Joy don't come already. How una day? Hey, I don't miss una too much, yo. Hey, I don't miss una because I bring correct gist come this time around. Oh. Correct one, oh. Hey, don't go anywhere. Oh. Just sit down, make you hear everything. Correct story day. And I know say you want to know wetin dey happen for my belly. Well, I still go Yabasira place today. You know how they be now. Today no easy. Oh. You know easy. Oh. So I go Yabasira place now. I can't chop correct rice and beans. It is sweet, don't be small. But no worry. Next time I'll bring your own come to make you follow me there enjoy. Oh, sit. I hope say like I told they do you. I,
Covenant between my co-host and Mama Put is something I personally cannot explain. I've been thinking
I
about
don't know
this
why
for a
you dey
very long
jealous.
time, but then it's
Why
fine.
you
She
dey
can
jealous?
continue going to Mama Put. Anything that makes her happy is very okay by me.
Just say na longer throw wey dey do you. Jealousy, oh. Hey, take am easy, oh. I fit bring your own for you, sef.
Yes, of course,
Mm.
and of course, you're welcome to Fame Idol Hangout. This is your number one stop shop for everything entertainment, everything celebrity gist, and information, spiced up with a bit of bands here and there, a bit of rants here and there. You know, just keeping you updated in everything we feel you should know about the lives of your favorite celebrities. If you know your faves and your idols, of course, we are going to be talking about them. We're going to be diving into every single conversation that we feel you should be aware of, and also keeping you updated on the latest trends in the creative industries. We do this every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Of course, this is the second to the last episode of the Fame Idols Hangout for the month of January. After the Friday's episode, yes, after the Friday's episode, that's definitely going to be the last episode and the TGIF edition. We here from 8 till 9:30 ish, and we're out of the studio. So just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, and follow us because it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. I have a couple of stories that, yes, of course, it's going to be taking you here and there. I believe there's a bass buzz coming from the legal team of Speed Darlington after I think that came as a result of the video he actually posted, but we'll get to find out in due course. And also, I saw another story dragging our very own Pascal, no other than Cubana chief priest. Pascal Okechukwu was dragged on the internet. If you want to know why, I believe you should stay tuned. And finally, Mercy Chinwo is speaking up and saying these and these and these are things that I went through in the hands of my former label boss. And I think Spotify is actually investing a whole lot of money in the Nigerian music space. And I saw a reply from our very own true Baba Innocent Idibia. I do not know the anyway, we'll get to that particular story. I'm just trying to get you a sneak peek of everything you're supposed to expect on the Fame Idols Hangout today. And with this couple of information, I believe you are very much aware that it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions. It's going to be a whole lot that we're going to be talking about. So as Joy always says, just sit back, relax, and keep yourself entertained on this particular program. Joy, are you ready to keep the people entertained?
My mandate here is to keep you entertained, bring you all the juicy gossip, everything gbas. Just no worry yourself, everything dey. We don prepare and e dey sweet well this time around. Just dey, no go anywhere. Oh, somebody just tell you now. We'll go straight to the story, the gbasgbo story. Well, you all are aware of Prince Darlington, aka don't forget him name, aka Speed Darlington Akpe. So Akpi parts ways with his lawyer Stan Alieke. When I hear this one, I don't believe him. He shocked me, man. No lie, he shocked me. He parts ways with his lawyer. Okay, I just tell you the story now. Man, tell you everything, gist, word for word. I don't dey hide anything. So I should take care the thing now. Stan Alieke, the legal representative of singer Speed Darlington, has officially severed ties with his client. The announcement came via a post on his Instagram story. So our lawyer write, may I tell you wetin he write o? He wrote, I and my law firm Law Capital have officially withdrawn from legally representing Mr. Darlington Achapo, known as Speed Darlington, and I will cease to act as his legal attorney. Hey, una believe am? You believe this thing? I don't believe I go hear this kind of story, oh, but it happened. It happened. No. So, Osita, our handsome Osita, I beg tell us how you take see this matter, say, because this one shock me. Oh.
And funny enough, when I actually heard about this particular story, I said to me, to the best of my knowledge, it was long expected. I actually expected something like this to happen because when I saw the video of Speed Darlington speaking, that's the video he made not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken, over the weekend, where he was speaking about, it's good to be back and saying all sorts of things that his lawyer just told him not to mention names. I believe that was, I feel, the major reason why I was saying Acme should just let sleeping dogs lie. I want to believe, personally, I want to believe that this particular issue is just should I say, the lawyer's way of saying this one pass me. You understand? When you are seeing problem that is coming, when you see problem, when you say they come, it's good sometimes to actually just run away from those problems. So I want to believe this is the lawyer's way of avoiding problem that is actually on the way. So I actually expected something like this. It didn't really come as a shock to me. After I watched that particular video, I said it's something that is going to happen anytime soon, and lo and behold, it actually happened today. So I'm not so surprised. And I'm wondering how this is actually going to affect the case, that is the upcoming case that Speed Darlington still actually has, because now if you look at it, you would see that it's this particular lawyer that was one of the reasons why he was successfully let out of detention, out of police custody. If I'm not mistaken, it was this particular lawyer that posted on social media that actually raised the awareness that Acme is long overdue in the police custody. So this particular lawyer now pulling out at this particular point in the journey, it might affect the case negatively. It might take a toll on this particular case. But then we're here to watch, because I don't know, it shocked me. But it not really shocked me like that. It was expected though. No, you don't come back. Yes, of course, and I believe that particular is what we were trying to make you understand. And I was looking at it from a point where it's definitely going to take a toll on this particular case. And I'm trying to see if I would get the exact words of the lawyer. I'm trying to see if I will get the exact words of Stan, because I don't know. It's coming at this particular point. It's something else. Okay, I and my law firm, Law Capital. Yes, I am my law firm, Law Capital. have officially withdrawn all legal represent. Oh, okay, I've officially withdrawn from legally representing Mr. Darlington Achakbo, aka Speed Darlington slash Akpe, and ceased to act as his legal attorney. Yes, he didn't provide further details on why he's actually withdrawing from this particular case. He didn't say the exact reasons for him to want to actually stop representing Akpe officially. I don't know. That's why I said I feel it's going to take a toll on this particular case. I'm looking for the right words to actually use here. I'm looking for the right words to actually, but I feel the sudden legal withdrawal raises questions about whether internal disputes or strategic consideration influence this particular situation. That means I feel based on it's still in line with what I was saying earlier. I don't know if there was a misunderstanding they had internally that we are not aware of, or probably it's something that Stan is just trying to avoid future occurrences. But then I'll try my best to actually be following up Stan and his social media platforms. I'll try my best to see if we could get more information. Yes, I'll try my best to see if we could get more information as regards to why he chose to stop representing Speed Darlington officially. I'll try my best to see if there are more information online, and I'll definitely bring it up for us to actually talk about. And with that, I'll be going to the very next story. Yes, I'll be going to the very next story. This particular one is still on Speed Darlington. Of course, I believe if you're very conversant online, you would know that Speed Darlington actually said he was going to file officially a lawsuit against the Nigerian police. And then the Federal High Court in Abuja actually adjourned the 300 million naira fundamental human rights enforcement suit filed by popular singer Speed Darlington against the Nigerian police force. And this particular case, which challenges the legality of his arrest and detention, was postponed until March 19 for the adoption of processes. Justice Musa Liman set new dates after the council representing the Inspector General of Police, that is the IGP, CSP Audu Garba, informed the court that the police had just submitted a further counter affidavit in response to the document previously served by the singer's legal team. That means they actually brought about documents. They actually brought about documents that's going to actually help the case, and then it needs to be postponed. Speed Darlington's counsel, that is Rosemary Hamza, stated in court that she had yet to receive a copy of the newly filed counter affidavit. Without this document, she's unable to provide immediate response or prepare appropriate legal rebuttal. And I believe it's actually a very normal thing. It's actually a very normal thing. Joy, before I proceed, what do you think about this particular lawsuit that was filed by Speed Darlington? Because he was requesting 4 specific reliefs from the court, including an order for his immediate and unconditional release from police custodies. He argues that his ongoing detention is illegal and unjustified. What do you feel? Does he have a right to claim this kind of thing? Or because I don't know if we could actually say this is him saying the police don't know what thing they do, trying to say that the people will be saying they're hold on, they no suppose hold on. You understand? So does he have the rights to that kind of claim, or generally, what do you feel?
See,
And
you suppose know. Yes.
He actually requested 300 million naira.
Of course. Speed Darlington is right to request for justice. He claims that he was not treated right in the police detention. He was manhandled in police detention. It is not right. That is not the way he should be treated. They arrested him as a suspect. So why should they treat him like that? Why? So he's right to demand for justice. And you know what? This is case, this case speaks volume for other cases in different places where police just treat their suspects anyhow. A person, because normally a suspect is a suspect. The person has not been charged with any crime. So he was arrested, he should be charged to court, and he was not charged to court. He was detained. Why was he detained? After 5 days, nearly a week, still he was not charged to court. It's wrong. It's wrong. So he has a right to sue the IGP. He has a right to sue police to court and let them come and talk about why he was kept in detention. He has a right to do that. In fact, even one of Speed Darlington's legal team, Esther, she came out to speak about this case. She came out to speak about this case, and she said that Darlington was subjected to inhuman treatment and physical abuse despite being detained for a week. He was not immediately charged in any court, and this action is a clear violation of his fundamental human rights. So they have violated the human rights. If anything he wants to do about the case, let him do it. Let him do it. And someone like Darlington is not going to give up. He's not someone that easily gives up. Oh, if the case is becoming hot and then he gives up. No, he's not that kind of person. He will follow it through. That is the kind of person that's been Darlington. People may criticize him, say whatever they want to say about him, but there are some fans who are standing solidly beside him, supporting him, especially in this police case. Haba, haba.
And
Uh-uh.
also, I don't know. Yes, it's actually right to should I say it's actually right to actually stand up for your rights if you feel your fundamental human rights at anywhere has actually been put to to test. If I'm allowed to put it that way, if you feel that they drag your fundamental human rights with you, it's actually right to actually speak up and stand for what you believe in. But then requesting the tune of 300 million naira, it's that not actually on the high side. I'm actually thinking about it. On what ground is he actually requesting for this particular amount of money? Is it for the manhandling in quotes? Is it for saying, okay, I was not treated right, I should be paid I should be paid compensation? And what did he actually, as in what steps did he actually take to arrive at this particular figure, 300 million naira? Or is it just make I just shoot my shot, make I just try my luck? If he click, if he no click.
No, you know that Speed has been working with a different legal team before he and his legal team separated. I guess that 300 million naira may have been maybe it's an advice from his lawyer. Maybe I am not sure. I'm not quoting the lawyer. I'm saying maybe it may be advice from his lawyer that asked him, depending on the severity of the injustice he received when he was in police custody. Yes, because even look at we're told that we heard the story where the Darlington was arrested when he went to Owerri. You know what? Do you even know what happened? Mark gist you everything, said. After his initial release, he was granted bail by the police. But on the 27th of January 2027, he was arrested again. And this allegation was that he violated his terms of administrative bail, which Darlington said that before he traveled to Owerri for his show, he told the police, he actually obtained permission from the police to travel to Owerri. But when he went for his show, he was arrested. And not, they did not even wait for him to finish his show. They went there to where he was performing and arrested him, which is wrong. So it might be all those things that made him to demand to that tune of 300 million naira. He took permission from them and still they arrested him. That is what his secretary, Esther, told us. That he took one of his legal team secretary said he took permission from the police before he traveled. After he was released initially, still they went there and arrested him. It is wrong. It is not right. But now, what we are hearing now from the police is that in response to this allegation, the police came out to tell us because now the response to this now, the lawyer that is Burna Boy's legal team, who is David Atama, he came out to tell us that after Burna Boy, that Burna Boy filed a case, that is filed a petition against Speed Darlington, which is said that Speed Darlington is threatening Burna Boy's life and also inciting intimidation amongst Burna Boy's followers. Can you see? We were told that Speed Darlington was invited for questioning and he admitted to committing this crime, which Burna Boy's legal team accused him of. He admitted to committing the crime. But they said, however, in further affidavits, Fidelity denied ever making such admission. He described that those claims the police made and Burna Boy's legal team, the claims they made were false. Imagine all these things. You know the kind of emotional toll it will have on him. And we are told that Speed Darlington is the sole provider of his family. He's the one who is carrying his family. So all those time he was in cell, do you know what his family would have been going through? So these are part of the things that may have made his lawyer to maybe advise him upon that 300 million naira. That is what I think. I don't know, but I think maybe because he was working with strong legal team that we are backing him up seriously.
Well, I want to believe that in as much as the lawyers are actually saying, okay, the case has already been granted bail by a different federal high court in Abuja, that the bail of 20 million is actually enough to, guarantee his release from a police detention, So since they're actually taking that particular part, we're actually going to be looking forward to the court to hear the various arguments come March 19 and give their final verdict. I do not want to say anything until the case is actually over. For a while, when we're talking about court cases and various court cases, actually, I've always been on, should I say, the very quiet side, because I always want to allow the court to take the full toll of, like, I'd always like the court to run in full before I actually have any opinions at all. I want to believe in the strength of the judiciary system of government in Nigeria, and I want to believe that they actually know what they are doing. So we'll wait until March 19, obviously. If the case is not adjourned from March 19, we'll be bringing the full gist. We'll let you all know exactly what we feel, exactly how the case actually pan out. We'll keep you in the loop, we'll keep you updated, we'll let you know what is the turnout of this particular case. But then we believe the best man is actually going to win this particular one. We believe the best man is actually going to come through in this particular. It's just all about having your evidence right, all about going to the court with facts, being able to prove exactly your point. But then big ups to Speed Darlington for actually speaking up for an abuse on his fundamental human rights. I would like to use that as an opportunity to talk to every body out there. I'd like to use that as an opportunity to talk to everybody out there. We've heard of cases of people being people claiming that their fundamental human rights was trampled upon by people in authority. Sometimes the same people that are supposed to take care of these particular rights as citizens of the country, the same people that are supposed to stand up for this particular right, do the right things, are the people that actually trample on your rights as human beings. So the fact that Speed Darlington is actually, fighting tooth and nail, coming all out, if I'm allowed to put it that way. The fact that Fidelity is actually coming all out to say this is wrong and I do not like the way I was treated, I demand this and that. I feel every Nigerian out there is supposed to be able to do the same thing. If you feel your fundamental human rights are being trampled upon, there are always the right ways to go about it. Emphasis on the right way. Yes, emphasis on the right way, because you would not, because you feel your fundamental human rights are being trampled upon, you would not start to go about it on, like, to go about it the very wrong way. No, that one you get as it will be. So I believe there is always the right way to actually go about stuffs like that. So moving on.
Yes, that is right. There are actually ways to go about that. But as it is now, all eyes are on the court. So you're looking forward to March 19, so we can know what the hearing is going to be about. This battle is between Speedality and the police. Be sure that everything concerning this case, all the juicy gossip, we will bring it to you. Nothing escapes us on Fame Idols. So we'll go straight to the next story. This one is Baby Mama story. This one touched me, oh man, no lie. This one touched me. But I tell you how the thing be now. I tell you how the thing be. Wetin I go do now? My mandate is to bring you every juicy gift. Every amen. Oh, so I can tell you wetin happen now. You know our Cubana chief priest, Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana chief priest. This one a baby mama thing, so, and it has to do with the Cubana chief priest. So I go tell you all the story. Oh, no go anywhere. Oh, sit down. Just stay calm. I'll bring you all the juicy story. So, man, just tell you what happened. Cubana chief priest alleged baby mama has been hospitalized after poisoning incident. So, wetin cause this one now? Make you hear the gist. Wetin cause this one? Helen, this news was brought to public attention by her lawyer and friend. Black Cinderella is the name of the lawyer and friend of Cubana chief priest baby mama. The name of Cubana chief baby mama is Helen Ati. She's a Kenyan woman who claims to be the mother of a child fathered by Nigerian socialist Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana chief priest, and she was hospitalized after consuming a poisonous substance in an attempt to take her own life. Hey!
Yes, of course.
Wetin
She
go cause this woman
is.
to want take her life? Eh? Wetin? Wetin go make this woman want take her life? Wetin? Abeg, handsome Osit, abeg, you fit reason something wey go make this woman want take her life? Wetin you
You
feel say go wan
know,
make this woman take her life?
when I actually saw this particular story, I will not lie, yeah, I will not lie. I actually took a while to actually reflect before even considering moving on this particular story. Before I could actually read to the end of this particular gist, I took a while to reflect because I know people are actually going through a lot. A lot of people all over the world are actually going through a lot. I know things are critically and seriously hard for a lot of people, but I would never support suicide for any reason. For any reason, I, also the gentleman, would always keep will always kick against suicide. I've always been an advocate of, so far say life day, you should always try to push on. You understand? I've heard of people actually trying to commit suicide for various reasons. I've heard of people actually, considering suicide. I've heard of people considering suicide for the strangest of reasons, if I'm allowed to put it that way. I can remember when the story was trending, when somebody attempted to take his life because his girlfriend actually left him. I've heard of situations of people trying to take their life because their boyfriends actually left them. I saw the story of somebody that took his life because of school challenges and stuff like that. Now, I believe suicide is not supposed to be an option from my point of view. I think there will definitely be options. And one thing I always tell people is, if you're actually going through something, it's best you speak up. It's best you talk to somebody, not just anybody per se, because there is this particular saying that a problem shared is a problem half solved. People don't turn up say a problem shared don't turn community problem. So now maybe now waiting they make people no actually
Yes,
want to speak up
so
here. But I think you would have one particular person that anytime, any day is your go-to person when you are down. I also, gentleman, I have that one particular person that I'm most times talking to this person for the sake of my mental health, not because of this particular person can actually proffer solutions to my problem at that particular point. But then at least when you talk to somebody, it actually helps. So in that your depression, in that your problem, in that your anything you are going through, it's best you just have that one person you can actually talk to. So when I heard that this particular woman in question is taking substance to actually, should I say, harm herself, to kill herself, I was wondering, what of her child? Yes, what of the child in question? She is a mother. If she actually commits suicide because of maybe Cubana chief priest is not answering her the way she wants him to answer, what is going to be the fate of that particular child? So this is what I was actually considering before moving into the story per se.
so they're not here and now. You've heard everything handsome Osita has to say. Well, make I can't tell you wetin really happened. Now, this incident was brought to public by Chief Cubana's baby mama's friend. Her name is Black Cinderella. She is a friend to Cubana Chief's baby mama, and she is also a lawyer. So in a video, she said, listen, make una hear everything, because now the story will they bring to you back to back, everything goes both. If you not listen, I'm saying no go hear everything. Might tell you what happened. She said, Black Cinderella said, this is the third time she is attempting to drink a substance to end her misery. This is not the first time I'm restless going around looking for Helen. Now to Cubana Chief Priest, she said, Cubana Chief Priest should be dancing by now and rejoicing. He has subjected Helen into depression and suicidal thoughts. My heart goes out to his son, who needs a mother now more than ever. She said again, she further said, at this rate, I am unable to do anything, and yet I can't just sit and watch her go through all this. Imagine that kind of thing. Now, to Cubana Chief, she's saying, you just decided to despise your own child and use a certain hatred towards your own son. Will Helen be mad to be fighting like this if she doesn't know you impregnated her. Imagine that kind of thing.
Now,
Imagine. In fact, Cubana Prince even went ahead. Even yes, he even went ahead to ask them to do a DNA test.
that is actually what
Yes, go on.
that is actually what I wanted to comment on right now, because it's I don't know why, in as much as it's actually hurtful for a woman from a woman's point of view, but with the way things are going now in present day Nigeria, requesting for a DNA test is not supposed to be insulting to a woman. This is my stand. This has always been my stand. We know the way things are going right now, and how difficult is it for you to just, give this particular person the benefit of doubt. If it's DNA that is the problem, do the DNA, because this person, Black Cinderella, was saying she's going to use her money, as Cubana Chief Priest requested. She's going to use her money to request the DNA test and then make sure that he takes full responsibility. He didn't say he's not going to take full responsibility. All he requested for was for a DNA test. I'm tempted to actually drag somebody that I know right now on TV, because it happened to somebody I know. It happened to somebody I know, and I'm going to be sharing this particular person's story. There's nothing the person can do to me. Yes, thank you very much. This particular person was called by his girlfriend, and she told him she is pregnant for him. You understand? And he requested a pregnancy test, and this girl became emotional. She became violent. She started shouting that, why would you request a pregnancy test from me? Are you trying to call me a liar? He asked, am I responsible for the pregnancy? And all hell was let loose. You understand? So all these things are not actually trying to question your morality or question your kind of person. But then Cubana Chief Priest is just the person telling her that she should do a DNA test to actually prove that she is the father of this particular child.
Now, let me tell you something. Black Cinderella, the friend to Helen, which is the baby mama of Cubana Priest.
Okay.
She said, you asked us to do a DNA test. Now we are ready to do a DNA test. We are going to raise the money. Whatever it will cost for the DNA test, we'll raise the money. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Cubana has been the one refusing this DNA test.
No.
They are not the one. It's not the baby mama refusing. It is not the baby mama refusing the DNA test. It is Cubana who has been refusing. Because if Cubana really want to know, let me tell you, if Cubana Priest want to know who wants the child, there's nothing wrong with him taking that child to the hospital and actually running this DNA test. Nothing is wrong if he decides to take this child to the hospital and run the DNA test. For this woman to be going through this mental torture, maybe she has been trying to reach out to Cubana Priest for some time and he has refused to take responsibility. Maybe she has been trying to, because if he actually come closer to get to know his child, there is nothing wrong in him taking this child to the hospital. In fact, by now, he will know if he's really the father of this child. But he's not interested. So he's not even coming close. He's not coming close. Nothing. If he's coming close, he would have taken the child to the hospital a long time ago and found out if he's really the father of the child. But he's not coming close. That is what is causing this psychological problem to this woman. That is what is causing this depression and this mental torture.
Let me explain for you now. Let me explain this for you, Joy. I want you to understand that Cubana Chief Priest is a celebrity. It is actually understandable when somebody wants to use the opportunity, or should I say capitalize on the fact that this particular person is not just popular, but his slogan is money na water. So she might, I'm not saying this is actually the case, but I'm actually trying to look at it from Cubana Chief Priest's point of view. She might be claiming pregnancy just to be able to cash out, in quotes, just to make money from this particular scenario. I don't know if you understand. So he has to take precautionary measures. I am not the no, let me finish, Joy. Let me finish. I'm not the person that is saying you are pregnant for me. You are the one that is claiming to be pregnant for me. Now, if you are very sure that you are pregnant for me, if you are very sure that the child you're carrying is my child, go do a paternity test, go do a DNA test, and bring proof. This now waiting Burna Boy talk for that particular people That no, let me
Okay,
finish.
okay,
I went
okay, okay.
viral
Now,
that
let me
time.
tell you something.
That video that, no, ma finish, Joy. Ma finish. That video will go viral. He say you
Okay,
go to
okay.
explain tire. No evidence. Now evidence now in Cubana chief priest they ask for. If you say I'm pregnant for you, bring the evidence, and I will take full responsibility of my child. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. If you feel that I'm the one responsible for your pregnancy, you have to come with proof that I'm the one responsible for your pregnancy. You're not going to just use mouth talk this kind of thing. For example, you, Joy, I don't think it would make sense if you just walk up to somebody and, okay, man, not use you as example, but a lady just walking up to somebody and saying, I'm pregnant for you. You understand? You have to go with proof to show that you are actually pregnant for this particular person, because there is, let me not say some kind of things. I'm actually on air. Let me know. I go home myself. But you have to go with proof. It's not rocket science. If
Okay,
you bring the proof, he takes responsibility and everybody is happy. If truly she knows that this particular person is the father of her child, if she knows that Cubana Chief Priest is actually responsible for this particular thing, I believe it would not take her anything, even if it means borrowing money to bring this particular proof. See, believe it or not, if tomorrow my mother should tell me I'm not sure I'm your mother, go and bring proof to show that I am your mother, and you have the opportunity for me to take full responsibility of everything you are going to need in this life, I would go away and beyond to get those proofs. Since I know she is my mother, I'm going to bring this particular proof, tender it to her for her to do the needful. It's very simple. So if you continue extending matters like this, it
fine.
makes you look like you are not even sure. It makes you look like you don't even know if he is the father. He needs proofs. Give him proof.
Okay, let me tell you something. First of all, you talked about him being a celebrity. Because Cubana Praise is a celebrity does not give him the right to be irresponsible. That is number one. Number two, Black Cinderella said something, and I quote it. She said, they both got naked together. They got naked together and he got her pregnant. He cannot say he did not get her pregnant. So a lady is not just walking up to, please, a lady is not just walking up to a celebrity to say, oh,
How
I'm
many
pregnant for you.
other
No,
times? How many other times did this
excuse me,
particular
they
lady get
both
naked with
got
other?
naked together and he cannot deny that fact. They both got naked together and he cannot deny that fact. Secondly, now this is the third
Since
one.
who
This
wants
child
to
is
go
not
naked? How
born
many
yesterday.
other
Now, this
people did
child is
he
not
get
born
naked
yesterday.
with?
He knows that he was involved in an affair with that lady. They had an affair. It was not just a fling. It was not just a one night stand. Oh, just go your own way. It was not like that. They actually had an affair. They got together. They got naked together. He knows everything. So because he's a celebrity doesn't mean that he should be irresponsible. Because he's a celebrity means that now he cannot go about getting women pregnant. Is that it? No, that is not it. They both got naked. They know, they
Joy,
remember. And this child was not born
since
yesterday. All this while, all these years, this child was born. What has he done? A lady is coming up to tell him that, oh, you are responsible for the pregnancy. You're the father of this child. What has he done? Does it show?
now,
Does he even care about
take this
how this
first, Joy.
affect the
Take this
psychological
first.
well-being of that child? Does he care?
Take this first.
If he cares, he will have come closer. Since they call him, since they say money now water, since money full everywhere, why does he not want to find out if he's really the father of this child? Why is he
Since
afraid to find out if he's really the father? So he's not afraid to get naked, but he's afraid to find out if he's the father of the child. Can you just see? He's afraid to,
since
so
you
because he's
want
a celebrity
since
now,
you
then
want
he
me
should
to
be
go there,
responsible. He doesn't
since
want to
you
know.
want me to go
This
there,
is
since you
wrong.
want me to go there, since
Let
you
me tell
want
you
me to
something.
go there,
Let me tell you
Joy,
something.
I'll go there.
There's one person. You see Charles Okocha. I want to use. No, I want to say my own. You see Charles
Because,
Okocha. I use
because
them
no, you don't
as an
understand.
example.
You're,
What I
you're
said,
emphasizing
he
on.
never denied any of his children. He never denied any of his children, even the ones he got from different baby mamas. He did not deny them. When someone comes to tell him, he knows he was actually involved with this lady. Yes, they had an affair. And the lady says, oh, I'm pregnant. No problem. You want to keep the child on? What's going to happen? What's our next plan? And she says she's going to have a child. The baby's going to be born. Fine. When the baby is born, he wants to find out, am I the father of this child or not? Since now money now water, why does he not go and find out? Is that child not a human being? Does that child not have a soul? Is the child just is the child a plant or a tree? What? Is he not a human being? He can actually find out, but he refused to find out. He does
Okay,
not want to know. He's not interested. Does not care. He doesn't care,
since you
which
want
is
to go
wrong,
there,
which is
since you want to go
irresponsible.
there, bro. Since you won't go there, let me say it for what it is now. You do not know how many other people this particular lady actually got naked with. You are not living with this lady. There is no proof that Cubana chief priest is the only man in her life. You want me to say it, and I would say it categorically. You are claiming that they are both consenting adults. Yes, they are both consenting adults, but we do not know what happened after that particular incident. Anything could have happened. There is no proof that the only person she did something with was Cubana chief priest. That is one. And secondly, you're saying Cubana chief priest is rich enough to actually find out if this particular child is his own. He knows, I don't know, he believes beyond every reasonable doubt that this child is not my own. There is no denial. There is no denial. And you are making a statement that what has Cubana chief priest actually done since the beginning of this particular issue, since when the child was born. I put it to you that this lady did not come when this child was born. This lady did not come when this child was growing up. She just came now. She just came now and said Cubana chief priest is responsible for her pregnancy.
Oh,
Cubana chief priest is the
so
father of her child. You
when
don't
was
just
he
pop out of
requesting?
nowhere and expect to be welcomed with open hands. It doesn't
No,
work
no,
that way.
she's not just
If
coming now.
after
She's
a
not just coming
number
now.
of years, no, she's just coming now.
No, she's
She's
not just
just
coming
coming
now.
now.
Because for yes, she's not. For him to request a DNA, he's not just requesting for that DNA. Because Black Cinderella is telling us that you requested for a DNA and you have asked her to sponsor
Okay,
it herself, which they are ready to sponsor
even
it
if
themselves.
even
So
if even
she's
if
not just coming
even
out, she's
if
not just
it's
saying
not
it
just
now.
even if
And
it's not just coming
again,
now,
a
okay,
mother
let's
will
look at
know
it this
who
way.
the
Let's look
father
at it
of
this way.
her child is.
Let's look at it this way. When did she actually come out that Cubana chief priest is the father of my child? When did Cubana request for this particular DNA? And what is taking her so long to bring this DNA to make it, it's very simple. He wants a DNA. Give the man a DNA test. Why is she rigmaroling? Why is she running up and down? She knows that he wants DNA. He wants proof. He wants proof. He wants proof that she is saying the.
Yes, he wants proof that she's saying the truth, that the child is really his own. So what stopped him all this while from getting a DNA test done? This woman will not come out online to say this thing. She will not. In fact, she has been complaining that she has been receiving the kind of insult she received from Nigerians due to this issue. It has caused her mental health issue. She will not come out online to say this if it is not true. She won't. She will not come out online to say that Cubana chief priest is the father of her child if it is not true. She won't do that. So for her to come out online and say this, and everybody is seeing this news, everyone is listening, it shows that really there is something to this issue which Cubana priest does not want to know about. He's not telling us. Yes, there's something to this. What is there? A woman come on and say, okay, you're the father of this child. You want to find out if it's true or not. Then go and find out. Find out if she's the father, if you are the father of the child. If you're not the father of the child, you go do away with it. You forget about the issue. And if you're the father of the child, you take up your responsibility. That's just it. There's nothing up there. That is, in fact, this thing is not something that should have been dragging to this moment. It's not. It's not something because it's a celebrity doesn't mean it should be irresponsible. It should not be irresponsible. This is so wrong. So wrong. So because it's a celebrity does not mean he can do whatever he wants to do. If he wants to find out who the father of the child is, he can actually go and find out who the father of the child is. There's nothing wrong if he wants to have a DNA test. And if he needs a DNA test, he can take the child to the hospital, get the DNA test done, and then be done with this issue. Simple.
I
Because the
still
woman coming out
stand on.
online to
I still
say
stand
it
on my
shows that
ground.
there is something to the story. If it is not true, she will not come out online to say it. If it is not
I
true,
still
she will not say it. A
I
mother
still stand on my
cannot
ground.
make
I
mistake
still
on
stand on
who
my
the
ground.
father of a child is. Even if we have issues concerning DNA and paternity these days, but she will not. A mother knows who the father of her child is. A mother knows.
I still want to
And no one
stand
is
on my
actually talking
ground.
about Okay, you were saying something. No matter what it is, no matter what it is, he can actually go and find out who the father of the child is. DNA test, he can go and do a DNA test and find out who the father of the child is. So, as it is, we are come to an end we have come to the end of that story of Cubana chief priest, and you know that whatever something comes up concerning this matter, we'll bring it to you and we'll let you know all the juicy gossip in this issue. So don't go away. If you want to know the end of this issue, no problem. We'll follow it to the end. We will follow it to the end. You can trust Fame Idols on that. Everything will bring it to you. That is our mandate here, to bring you all the juicy gossip. So we go to the next story. Our next story is talking about Charlie Popo. Charlie Poppy. Charlie Poppy. Well, you all know. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move to our next. Let's leave Charlie Poppy's story for now. Then I'll come back to that later. Let us go to our Spotify story. You all know our Spotify streaming platform. Spotify streaming platform. Well, they set to break a record. Spotify streaming platform set to break a record. This one has never been done before. This one has not been done before. This one is a new one. This is a new record. A new record, not only for Spotify, but also for Nigerians. Well, let me give you all the juicy gossip because I am here to bring you the juicy gossip. That is my mandate. And mandate is to bring you what is happening in town. So, Spotify hits record high. Disbursing $10 billion to music industry in 2024. This is a wowing something for Spotify. I'm going to tell you how much was paid to Nigerians last year, 2024. But before that, Spotify reached a groundbreaking milestone in 2024 by paying out a recording of $10 billion to the music industry. This is bringing its total payout to nearly 60 billion since its inception. Since the inception of Spotify. Since the inception of Spotify. In fact, this is a great achievement. This is a big achievement for Spotify. Now, with over 500 million paying listeners across various streaming services, Spotify continues to set new benchmark in the industry. Its sustained financial contribution has played a pivotal role in reshaping how music is consumed and Spotify monetized worldwide. This is a great achievement for Spotify. A great achievement for Spotify because we're not expecting this. We're not expecting this. Even Nigerian, in fact, there's a record that Spotify made in 2023. Nigerian artists collectively earned 23 billion naira from Spotify. This reflects the rapid growth. And now, last year, 2024, it disburses 10 billion naira to the music industry. Ha! Wow! This is growth. This is growth. This is the kind of growth we need. This is growth. This is big growth. This is not just this is a wow.
And
Me, I would say it is
Joy,
a
I think
wowing something. It is a wowing something. This is big growth. So, answer more, sister, how do you see this matter?
Joy, what I was actually thinking is the fact that it's actually a wonderful thing to note that Spotify don't just should I say release a list of top charts. Yeah, you understand, because one thing I know is there are a lot of charts that actually come out at the end of the year most times to say, okay, this particular musician was actually doing well, this particular musician actually remained relevant all through a particular period of time. Releasing top 10 Nigerian musicians, foreign musicians, musics actually, Nigerian music
Yes, so
really well. It's actually a welcome idea. It's actually a very good one. Also giving money. Yes, it's also paying money. It's actually a platform to earn. And that is actually a very welcome development. And the figures that were being mentioned are not small figures, no be small figures that they call like this. So the fact that they can actually release to the tune of how many millions of dollars, it shows that they actually support the craft. It shows that they are big on, you know, promoting, not even millions, billions of dollars. Yeah, it shows that they are actually promoting, should I say talents? Yes, I don't know if I should actually call it promoting talent. It shows that they're actually promoting talent. It shows that they're actually big on moving the music industry forward. It shows that they're actually big on supporting artists to make good money from their talents. And this is super. It's actually amazing. It's a welcome idea from my own end.
this is so. In fact, I always say I can't. I will not say it is huge. I'll say it is a wowing something because this money is huge. This is growth. This is the kind of growth we need. The kind of growth we're talking about. Now, let me tell you some of the strategies that have been pointed out, which has helped Spotify to attain this success. One strategy is one of the strategies is that Spotify subscription service, Spotify services, they try to prioritize user retention through personalization, curated experiences, and innovative product. There's also something that if a fan told me something, I've noticed something on Spotify. He said, this fan said, when I go on Spotify and listen to a song, I don't know, Spotify always have this way of, suggesting songs from that artist. If I listen to Wizkid song, they suggest more songs from Wizkid. In fact, they could even send you a notification to let you know that this song is out and the rest of them. In fact, this is one of the strategies that Spotify has used in its growth. And they use features like AI DJ, dailies, and the rest of them. These features keep users engaged and increases their listeners to paying, convert their listeners to paying subscribers. I love the fact that Spotify doesn't just, they just relax and say, yes, people are coming to our platform, they're playing our song, listening, downloading, and the rest of them. No, they always try to look for ways in which they can grow, look for ways in which they can engage their listeners, look for ways in which they can make their listeners to keep coming back to listen to their songs, to listen to songs from their platform. Because I know there are other platforms, but Spotify is making way for itself, is growing. So I think this is a growth. This is a growth, and I'll say it again, it is a wowing something, a wowing something. Handsome Osita. So how do you see this? Because this is great. This is so great. This is so great. Seriously, this is so great. I'm a little short of words. I'm short of words. Do you
Another
know what
beautiful
is? You know what is paying Nigeria? You know what it means? Paying Nigerians $23 billion, 20 billion, no, 20 billion naira. Ha! Wow. Spotify, kudos to you. Kudos to your team. You guys are doing great. Keep the good work up. Keep it up. Yes, keep it up. So after that, we're going to go to our next story. Now, this next story, hey, this one has to do with love affair. This one has to do with love. This one has to do with romance. But this is a romance that have turned sour. A romance that we're not expecting. We're not expecting this breakup. We're not expecting this divorce. We're not expecting this. But guess what? It happened. It happened. Oh wow! This is a breakup issue. Well, this one touched my heart, oh man, oh, like touch my heart. And speaking to some of my fans, some of Two Face fans, in fact, they feel so bad. They were not expecting this. They were not expecting this. Now, let me tell you something. This next story says Two Face replies critics. Who are those critics that Two Face have been replying? Before I dive into the story, you all know what has been happening since. Annie Idibia and Two Face, our two love best, our African queen. Oh, who would have believed this? That one day One day, Two-Face will come out online and tell us he's getting a divorce. He and Annie is getting a divorce. They are, who will believe this? Who will believe it? But it happened though. It happened. Clear, clear, it happened. He even came, Two-Face came out to tell her that his account was not hacked because he revealed this on his Instagram post. He said his account was not hacked. They are getting a divorce and they will come out to let us know the details of this issue. They're going to come out to let us know the details. This one is hot. This one is hurtful. And this matter now, it makes people say, most people say, with this issue, I'm afraid of getting married. With this issue, if a Two-Face and Annie is getting divorced, who else is not going to get divorced? Two-Face and Annie that we're looking up to them. They fought for their love and everything, despite what happened with all the baby mamas. Yet Annie stayed, and now we're hearing this. What really happened and everything. Two-Face has already told us from the release of the statement that it will still come out to let us know what really happened. Although we'll be hearing some things. So now let me go to the main story. Let me tell you the reply from Two-Face. We do not know if it is true or not, but let us tell you the reply from Two-Face. Two-Face says, all these years where I did suffer kidney failure, where una been dey? E come talk say my wife dey more interested in a reality show. Most times I be dey alone for hospital. How many times I leave hospital bed to attend to appointment just to cater for my family, the family I love so much, and I suffered severe consequences and relapse for that. Where una been dey? I don become devil now because person dey act drama on top divorce wey she cause for herself. Nothing dey happen sha. Hey! Who go believe this one? No, who go believe this one? Who go believe this one? Also that you go believe this one because me I don't believe am o. You believe this one too?
And I, personally, I saw a write up, a very very long write up rather. I saw a very long brother where he said a lot of things. You understand? And while we are not talking about that write up on FameIdols Hangout, is because I was trying my
Yes,
best to
so
know that if this was actually coming from like the facts in that particular statement, because he said a lot of things. He said Annie for a while has actually been violent. He said Annie has actually been doing a lot of things that did not settle down well with him. He said he has always been a big fan of Annie, but then after a while, he noticed that she was doing a lot of things that did not just sit well with him. So now Two-Face actually making a similar statement saying this divorce is something that she actually caused for herself. I believe there is more to this particular story than what actually meets the eye. You understand? There is more to this particular story than
yeah.
what we actually know about. I know a lot of Nigerians, and sometimes myself inclusive, we tend to become sentimental when it is a woman's story. When a woman is at the receiving end, a lot of people tend to become sentimental. A lot of people do not want to actually know, as in anyhow way it be, the man they wrong.
That is what you think. That is what you think. But some people are actually supporting Two-Face, although some people are supporting Annie Dibia because okay, now when I went on Facebook, me and some of my friends were talking about it, with some fans also were talking about it. Now, what some people said is, some people said, I blame Annie Idibia for all this that is happening to her. She saw the signs, it was clearly written on the wall, and still she went ahead and got married to him. Some people say Annie Idibia got married to Two-Face because of the fame. She wanted to maintain that status of being a celebrity wife. But while they are forgetting that these people are couples that have been together when they got to know each other when Annie was 16 years old, and they have been together all this while, despite everything that happened. Imagine when Two-Face got married to Annie, he came out to say, Mr. Osita, can you hear me? He came out and said that he told us about all his baby mamas. Pero Adeni, his baby mama. He came out to tell us about Pero, who is a lawyer, who is a doctor. He told us about the baby mama, who is also a gold dealer. She sells jewelries, diamond jewelries, and gold jewelries. He told us about his baby mama, who is a lawyer. He told us about the one who is a doctor. But Annie, you know what they said about Annie? He said, Annie has been with me through ups and downs. Annie was there when I had nothing. Annie was there when I will enter Okada. Annie was there when I will enter Okada, go to my studios. Annie was there throughout everything. But what happened? What is happening now? What is happening now? So you can see, in fact, oh my goodness, I feel so bad about this whole thing. I feel so bad. We did not expect this. We were not expecting this. Speaking to a fan said, no matter what happened, I think that Two-Face and Annie Dibia should have just separated for some while, talk about what the issue is. Maybe later they can come back together. And announcing a divorce. Many women are supporting Two-Face, saying that maybe saying that they don't Two-Face should go his way because of what Two-Face brother wrote. Two-Face brother wrote that Annie has been violent. Annie has been, acting up. Annie does not relate well to Two-Face family. All these stories are stories we will confirm. And when we confirm the stories, we will bring them here to you on Fame Idols. So don't go anywhere. Just stay with us. Stay with us because our mandate here is to give you all the juicy gossip, everything happening. And for Two-Face, so your fans are waiting for you to come out and tell us that thing you said, because you said with time you will release the main story and let us know if you are innocent or not. So we are waiting to know if you're really innocent or not. We want to know waiting really saw, waiting really happened, waiting really happened. So here on Fame Idols, we bring you all the juicy gossip. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook, Fame Idols on Facebook. On X, this is formerly Twitter, Fame Idols. On TikTok, you follow us on Fame Idols. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube also. Subscribe to our show on YouTube. Subscribe to our show on YouTube. Like our show. Comment. If you want us to talk about anything, on the show, you can just comment on it. Send us a message. We'll talk about it here. Okay? And you know that upcoming artists, you can also come here to sell yourself. You don't know who is watching you. You don't know who is going to call you. You can come here to showcase your talent. You can come here and show us what you have got. We are here to support you all the way. So we come to the end of the show. I hope you had a great time listening to all the juicy gossip. Don't forget that our mandate here is to bring you every amebo, everything. So answer more, sister. How do you want to end the show? What do you have to say to your fans before we go off?
Yes, of course. I would give special shout out to those that have actually been listening from the very beginning of this particular episode of FameIdols Hangout of the month. Special people that are already our family members, listening from the very inception of this particular show till this very point. And as my amazing coach who co-host rightfully said, if you know you would like the opportunity to be interviewed live on a FameIdols Hangout, just take a quick stroll to our website, www.fameidols.com. I take that again, www.fameidols.com, and add SVP to the event on the website. Whatever you do as a member of the creative industry, are you an artist, are you a comedian, are you an actor, are you a music producer, are you a drummer? We had a drummer last time. Whatsoever is a talent, so far you are a member of the creative industry, get signed up on our site, RSVP to our event. You not only stand the chance to be interviewed on this particular program, you have the opportunity to win 100,000 naira courtesy of the amazing organizers of the FameIdols Hangout, by participating in our pop quiz. It happens every other episode. So these are beautiful reasons why we feel you should be members of this particular family. Do not forget that FameIdols Hangout comes your way every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from the hours of 8 till we actually leave the studio. It was amazing having you on this particular episode. Do not forget that for the unfolding stories, we will definitely keep you posted. Share and comment on this particular podcast if you know you have any comments whatsoever. Are you on Team Annie? Are you on Team Tubaba? Are you on Team Bona Boy? Are you on Team Cubana Chief Priest? Or whatever team you have, whatever comments you have, just do well to drop your comment. Leave your comment with depth from you. It was amazing having you on this particular episode. It was amazing having you on this particular episode of FameIdols Hangout.
So you're gonna say good night to you and love you all. Don't forget to subscribe.